अंतर्ज्योतिः बहिर्ज्योतिः प्रत्यग्ज्योतिः परात्परा ज्योतिरेव ज्योतिः आत्मज्योतिः शिवोऽस्मि अहम्. I am the supreme light of awareness, illuminating the outer world of objects, inner world of thoughts, and deep sleep state. I am divine light of nature, of auspiciousness. Shiva Swarupi. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Akandamandalakaram Vyaptam Yena Characharam Tatpadam Darshitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha.
One small correction. Tat Padam.
Tatpadam Darshitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Can you scroll down a little bit? Narayana Samarambhat Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Sadashiva Samarambhat Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam.
Thank you, Prakash ji. Okay. So today's focus is meditation, Antarnididhyasa. So in the last session, we briefly touched upon each of our perspectives on what is meditation. And we also then had some question and answers. Are there any clarifications that anybody needs as far as what is the purpose of meditation and what is meditation before we go into the practice part? Okay, excellent. So just wanted to demonstrate one small thing. So you can see, it's a clear bottle with water and various objects in it. There are some things which are floating at the top, some things at the bottom. So this is like our mind. So when it is tranquil and it is still, everything is clearly visible. So what happens with the thought process is that, we continuously churn them. And as we churn them, we are unable to clearly see what is happening. And that is how most of the disturbances in life happen. So what is that I need to do? Nothing really. I just have to stop churning. And the moment I stop churning and I let it be, then the thoughts, they settle down wherever they need to. Everything naturally finds their own unique place. Whatever are hard will come down, whatever are soft will start floating in between. Like that, this is the nature of the water. This is the nature of the water. There's nothing that I need to do anything there. So is the meditation. Meditation is a completely effortless activity. I just need to let it be. I just need to let the activities go on. I don't have to get involved with the content of my mind. And as I do that, they all settle down naturally. One is that. As I settle down, see, now I'm aware that, there are some hard rocks and some things which are at the bottom and some things which are floating at the top. So I'm aware of each and every object that is maybe making me feel the way I'm feeling. So that is a very big success. Many a times, I do not know why something is happening. So the moment I'm aware, this is where okay, this feeling is coming from here. Okay, this is coming from this thought. The moment you are able to identify, then you are able to even manage. Whether it is anger, whether it is jealousy, whether it is worry, whether it is stress, any such thing, before it manifests outside, anger, before it comes out of the face as a scolding somebody, or the sensation of the heat here or the tightness here, before it manifests like that, it has to travel through your mind. It begins as some initial feeling, and then it kind of emerges and it bubbles up. So before something can become an action, in a way, if you consider this as the mind, so before it can become an action in the body, it has to travel a whole surface of the mind. So you have a whole opportunity to watch it. The more you learn to watch it, then you're not involved with it, it loses the power. But many a times, we become aware of it only when it expresses outside, only when it manifests outside. It becomes an anger, that you can see in somebody's, your own face. Or, when some disease starts bothering you. So meditation, especially long meditation, is an opportunity where a lot of the deep down feelings and thoughts and impressions, they may emerge. And as you are in the watchful state, you are in your true state of getting associated with the awareness, then naturally they all settle down. Okay, so just wanted to demonstrate one such thing. Any questions?
Also, music and the shloka chanting also calms your mind, right? So does it mean that is also a form of meditation?
Yeah, see, meditation is where you're not associated with the content of your mind. Usual content of the mind is what? Usual content of the mind is all about me and mine. Okay, see, my health, my money, my what they said, what they didn't say. They're all the usual content of the mind. So here, during shloka or during chanting, you're replacing these thoughts with something higher. That's also a thought, but something higher, something not directly in a way connected to me and mine, something connected to a higher self. So in that way, it helps you. But what happens is that, as long as the chanting is there, you feel peaceful. And once again, that impression is lost, we get connected with these things. So these are deep, deep connections. These are there from a longer time. These are deep samskaras. Any impression that goes into us, as we work with those impressions, become deep samskaras. For example, your name. Your name is now a very deeply held samskara in the mind. In the beginning, maybe for up to about 9 months, 12 months, or 1.5 years, that name was not deeply connected. But now, even in the middle of the night, if somebody calls Shubha, you'll wake up. So you have become Shubha, deeply connected with that name. So the identity, various identities in the mind, take hold of us. That is why Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, what you keep doing in life, that only comes to you at the end of your life. So all these practices are effectively to imbibe new samskaras in a way. Because you are naturally that, but also you are operating through this, so you get connected with these. Does that clarify?
Very clearly, sir. Thank you.
All right.
I can make out the difference.
Yeah. Hari Om Priyaji.
Hari Om Vijayji.
Yeah. So before jumping to the practice, we were just looking at one simple model of the mind. So if this water is like the mind, and these are all the various thoughts in the mind. When they are tranquil, then we can easily identify.
Okay.
But usually what we do is, we keep on churning them. As we keep churning them, it is very difficult for us to see what is happening where. So one of the ideas of the meditation is just to let it be. When I'm not churning, they naturally settle down. It becomes tranquil again.
Hmm.
And in that tranquil state, one is awareness of who I am. I am not any thoughts, is very clear. Then another thing is, when I need to function in the world, these are the things that I need to handle. Maybe this is related to my worry about the future. This is related to worry about my money, my health, maybe somebody scolding me, like that. Various things, I become aware. Becoming aware and noticing it in the mind before it emerges as an action in the body is the beginning point.
Okay.
So meditation, one is self-awareness. Another one is awareness of all these things, the content of my own mind.
Okay.
So before it expresses, I now have the ability to manage it. I have the ability to now, the more I'm able to see is it, at the beginning itself, it's like before something becomes a wildfire, even when there is a spark, I can douse the fire. So that's the greatest benefit of meditation. You are just watchful. All right?
Okay.
Okay. So today's focus is the second Nididhyasa meditation given by so like last time, I'll just play that video. I'll share my screen and play that video.
Everyone to be on mute. There's a bit of disturbance.
Okay. So I hope now it is very clear. So I'll turn on the video. So we will just one is sitting posture with the back straight. Sit comfortably. There are no major other considerations. Sit comfortably. Your sitting should not become a botheration for you. You should not be feeling very feeling some pain or anything like that. So whatever is comfortable, and as much as possible, be closer. Your body should be as close as possible. So legs crossed over, hands closed over, because here during meditation we are going deep inside. We are not going outside. We open up ourselves like this, when we want to embrace the world. When we want to embrace, we open up like this. Here we are closing. Yeah. So that's why we come closer. And then so your hands, you can keep it like that, or you can keep it closed like that. Some people may prefer to put chin mudra and keep it like this. Whatever makes you feel comfortable. Yeah. Idea is it should not bother you. Body should not bother you. You should be as much relaxed as possible. All right. Okay. So I'll play the video now, and you can please follow the suggestions given by Prabhuji. This is also almost about 45 minutes. And at the very end, we will open our eyes with a prayer. And after that, if there is any discussion, we can have it.
Nididhyasa is two types, Antar Nididhyasa and Bahir Nididhyasa. So today we are going to go into Antar Nididhyasa. For Antar Nididhyasa, this shloka is from Brahmadhana Valimala by Sri Shankaracharya. We'll take one shloka, chant, and then do meditation. So I'll chant and you can repeat after me. Sakrat Shravana Matrena Brahmadnanam Yatho Bhavet Brahmadnana Mala Sarvesham Moksha Siddhaye Asangoham 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 Puna Puna Sachidananda Rupoham Ahameva Ahamaveyaha. So this is Brahmadnana Valimala by Sri Shankaracharya. Asangoham, Asangoham, Punapunaha. We have to again and again contemplate. I am Asangaha. I am means the self. Innermost self is Asanga. Asanga means unattached. Asangoham, Asangoham, Punapunaha. Sachidananda Rupoham. I am of the nature of Sat Chit Ananda. Nanu Sachidananda Swarupi. I am of the nature of pure consciousness, bliss. Share कुछ किस तो लिंक शेयर कुछ किसी लिंक शेयर कर अम्मा की शेयर कर दो. So with that understanding, we'll start the meditation. Every day we are taking one shloka of Brahmadnana Valimala and then contemplating and then doing the meditation. Meditation channel. Sit silently. Okay. So the meditation involves 3 stages. First, let us look my hand. The analogy is I look my hand, I see the form. So then I see the light reflecting on my hand. Then I see that my attention goes from the hand form to the light reflection. So I become aware of the light. So like that, the meditation proceeds in 3 stages. The stage 1, where I say, I am looking at the form of the body, mind, and thought, anything which is a form. So I notice the changes in the form. The form keeps on changing. I notice the changes. I observe the changes in the form of the body, mind, or intellect, in the form of thoughts. So this step number 1, it's called Rupa Anuvid Savikalpa Samadhi. I am taking the support of the form. ಮೊದಲನೇ ಹಂತ ರೂಪವನ್ನು ನೋಡುವುದು, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ದೇಹ ಮನ ಬುದ್ಧಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗ್ತಿರೋ ಬದಲಾವಣೆಯನ್ನು ಗಮನಿಸುವುದು. ದೇಹ ಮನ ಬುದ್ಧಿಯನ್ನು ಬದಲಾವಣೆಯನ್ನು ಗಮನಿಸಿದಾಗ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ರೂಪ ಅನುವಿತ್ ಸವಿಕಲ್ಪ ಸಮಾಧಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ. ಎರಡನೇ ಹಂತ ಆ ರೂಪದಿಂದ ಶಬ್ದ ಅನುಭವಿದ್ದೆ. ಈಗ ರೂಪವನ್ನು ಗಮನಿಸಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ಆ ರೂಪ ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ? ಅರಿವಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. The form is visible in awareness. So take your awareness to the form. Formless, which is the light, awareness. So remember Vedantic words about the form. Asangoham, Asangoham, Sachidananda Swarupoham. Like that, you remember the ದಿ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್, ಇನ್ನರ್ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್. ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? ರೂಪದಿಂದ ಅರಿವಿನ ಕಡೆ ಗಮನ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು. ರೂಪ ಕಾಣ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು ಯಾವ್ದಲ್ಲಿ? ನನ್ನ ಅರಿವಿನಲ್ಲಿ. ಅರಿವಿನ ಲಕ್ಷಣ ಏನು? ಅಸಂಗ, ಸಚ್ಚಿದಾನಂದ ಸ್ವರೂಪ. ಈ ರೀತಿ ಅರಿವಿನ ಕಡೆ ಗಮನ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು. ಇದು ಎರಡನೇ ಹಂತ. ಇದಕ್ಕೇನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ? ಶಬ್ದ ಅನುವಿದ್ ಸವಿಕಲ್ಪ ಸಮಾಧಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. ಸವಿಕಲ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ತಗೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ. For this we are calling Shabda Anuvid Savikalpa Samadhi. We are taking support of Shabda. Shabda is the Vedantic contemplation. Brahmadhanavali Mala gives the Shabda, the contemplation required for Vedanta. The third step, after the third step, where mind becomes deeply silent, stay in the self. That's called Brahmanishte. Athwa Nirvikalpa Samadhi. So stay as pure innermost self. It's called Nirvikalpa Samadhi. ಮೂರನೇ ಹಂತ ನಿರ್ವಿಕಲ್ಪ ಸಮಾಧಿ ಅಥವಾ ಶುದ್ಧ ನಾನಾಗಿ ನಿಲ್ಲೋದು. So let us go through the steps. ಮೊದಲನೇ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್, ಮೊದಲನೇ ಹಂತ ಶಬ್ದ ರೂಪ ಅನುವಿದ್ ಸವಿಕಲ್ಪ ಸಮಾಧಿ. Close your eyes. ಕಣ್ಣನ್ನು ಮುಚ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಕಣ್ಣನ್ನು ಮುಚ್ಚಿಕೊಂಡು ಉಸಿರನ್ನು ಗಮನಿಸಿ. Become aware of your breath. Breath has a form. ಉಸಿರಿಗೊಂದು ಆಕಾರ ಇದೆ, ರೂಪ ಇದೆ. The form keeps on changing. Notice the changing form of breath. Become aware of the breath and notice the changes taking place in breath. ಉಸಿರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗುವ ಬದಲಾವಣೆಯನ್ನು ಗಮನಿಸಿ. ರೂಪ ಅನುವಿದ್ ಸವಿಕಲ್ಪ ಸಮಾಧಿ. Become aware of breath. Watch the breath in and out. ಉಸಿರು ಒಳಗೆ ಬರೋದು ಹೊರಗೆ ಬರೋದನ್ನು ಗಮನಿಸಿ. As you watch the breath, the mind becomes silent. ಮನಸ್ಸು ಶಾಂತ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ. The breath changes, but the observer of the breath, the Sakshi, I am the witness. Witness doesn't change. ಉಸಿರು ಬದಲಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಆದರೆ ಸಾಕ್ಷಿಯಾದ ನನ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ಬದಲಾವಣೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. Shift your attention to the body. Keep scanning body from head to toe. Slowly, slowly observe each part of the body from head to toe. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಗಮನವನ್ನ ಶರೀರದ ಕಡೆ ಹರಿಸಿ ತಲೆಯಿಂದ ಪಾದದವರೆಗೆ ಶರೀರವನ್ನ ಅಂಗ ಅಂಗವಾಗಿ ಗಮನಿಸಿ. Observe the small changes or minute vibrations or minute sensations in each part of the body. ಶರೀರದ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವ ಸಂವೇದನೆಗಳನ್ನ ಸೂಕ್ಷ್ಮ ಸಂವೇದನೆಗಳನ್ನ ಗಮನಿಸಿ. For the purpose of observation, you may gently breathe in and breathe out into that part of the body. ಉಸಿರು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಆ ಶರೀರದ ಅಂಗವನ್ನು ಗಮನಿಸಲಿಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಆ ಶರೀರದ ಅಂಗದ ಕಡೆಗೆ ಉಸಿರನ್ನು ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಿ ಉಸಿರನ್ನು ಬಿಡಿ. To start with, let us take our attention to the left leg. ಎಡಗಾಲಿನ ಕಡೆಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಗಮನವನ್ನು ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗೋಣ. Gently breathe in, breathe out into the left leg. Become aware of changes, sensations in the left leg, observing every part inch by inch. ಉಸಿರನ್ನ ಎಡಗಾಲಿನ ಕಡೆಗೆ ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಿ ಅಂಗ ಅಂಗವಾಗಿ ಆ ಎಡಗಾಲಿನಲ್ಲಿರುವ ಬದಲಾವಣೆಯನ್ನು ಗಮನಿಸ್ತಾ ಬನ್ನಿ. ಬೆರಳು, ಕಾಲು, ಪಾದ, ಕಾಲು, ಗಂಟು, ಕಾಲ್ಗಂಟು, ತೊಡೆ, feet, the leg, the knee, the thigh, every part. Observe the sensations and changes as you breathe in, breathe out. Be aware that there are changes in the leg, there are sensations in the leg, but I am the witness. Witness is unchanging. ಕಾಲಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಬದಲಾವಣೆ ಆಗುತ್ತದೆ, ಆದರೆ ಸಾಕ್ಷಿಯಾದ ನನ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ಬದಲಾವಣೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. Shift your attention to the right leg. Breathe in, breathe out. Notice the changes and be aware that your witness doesn't undergo any change. ಬಲಗಾಲಿನ ಕಡೆಗೆ ಉಸಿರನ್ನು ಹರಿಸಿ ಬಲಗಾಲಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಬದಲಾವಣೆಗಳನ್ನು ಗಮನಿಸಿ ಸಾಕ್ಷಿಯಾದ ನನ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ಬದಲಾವಣೆ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ಗಮನಿಸಿ. Shift your attention to the lower abdomen. Breathe in, breathe out, and observe the changes and be aware that you are a witness. ಕಿಬ್ಬೊಟ್ಟೆಯ ಕಡೆಗೆ ಉಸಿರನ್ನು ಹರಿಸಿ ಬದಲಾವಣೆಯನ್ನು ಗಮನಿಸಿ ಸಾಕ್ಷಿಯಾದ ನನ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ಬದಲಾವಣೆ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಗಮನಿಸಿ. Shift your attention to the chest. Breathe in, breathe out. Observe the changes. Remember, you are a witness, unchanging. ಉಸಿರನ್ನ ಎದೆಯ ಕಡೆಗೆ ಹರಿಸಿ ಬದಲಾವಣೆಯನ್ನು ಗಮನಿಸಿ ಸಾಕ್ಷಿಯಾಗಿ ಇರಿ. Shift your attention, both hands, left hand and right hand. Breathe in, breathe out. Observe as a witness. ಎರಡು ಕೈಯಲ್ಲಿ ಉಸಿರನ್ನು ಹರಿಸಿ ಬದಲಾವಣೆಯನ್ನು ಗಮನಿಸಿ ಸಾಕ್ಷಿಯಾಗಿ ನೋಡಿ. Shift your attention to the back. Breathe in, breathe out. Observe the changes as witness. ಬೆನ್ನಿನ ಕಡೆ ಗಮನ ಹರಿಸಿ ಉಸಿರಾಡಿ ಬೆನ್ನಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗುವ ಬದಲಾವಣೆಯನ್ನು ಗಮನಿಸಿ ಸಾಕ್ಷಿಯಾಗಿ ನೋಡಿ. Shift your attention to the face, neck, and head. Breathe in, breathe out. Become aware of changes. Witness. ಉಸಿರನ್ನ ತಲೆಯ ಭಾಗ, ಕುತ್ತಿಗೆ, ಮುಖದ ಕಡೆಗೆ ಹರಿಸಿ ಬದಲಾವಣೆಯನ್ನು ಗಮನಿಸಿ ಸಾಕ್ಷಿಯಾಗಿರಿ. Do the whole body breathing. ಇಡೀ ಶರೀರದೊಳಗೆ ಉಸಿರು ಹರಿಸಿ ತಲೆಯಿಂದ ಪಾದದವರೆಗೆ from head to toe. Notice the changes in all parts of the body. ಶರೀರದ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ ಬದಲಾವಣೆಯನ್ನು ಗಮನಿಸಿ. The whole body keeps changing. ಶರೀರ ಪೂರ್ಣವಾಗಿ ಬದಲಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. Shift the attention to the seer, the ಸಾಕ್ಷಿ. ಈಗ ಗಮನ ಸಾಕ್ಷಿಯ ಕಡೆ ಹೋಗಲಿ. ಶಬ್ದ ಅನ್ವಿದ್ ಸವಿಕಲ್ಪ ಸಮಾಧಿ. ವೇದಾಂತದ ವಾಕ್ಯಗಳನ್ನು ನೆನಪು ಮಾಡಿಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Take your attention to the witness. Remember the words of Vedantic teaching. I am Sakshi. Nanu Sakshi. Achaloham. ನನ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ಬದಲಾವಣೆಯೂ ಇಲ್ಲ. I am unchanging reality. ಅಸಂಗೋಹಂ 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 ಪುನಃ ಪುನಃ. I am unattached. ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೂ ಅಂಟಿಕೊಳ್ಳುವುದಿಲ್ಲ ನಾನು. I observe all the changes but no changes affect me. I observe all the changes without getting affected. ಶರೀರ ಮನ ಬುದ್ಧಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗುವ ಬದಲಾವಣೆಯನ್ನು ಗಮನಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ. ಅಸಂಗನು ನಾನು, ಯಾವ ಬದಲಾವಣೆಯೂ ನನ್ನ ಮೇಲೆ ಪರಿಣಾಮ ಬೀರುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸಚ್ಚಿದಾನಂದ ಸ್ವರೂಪೋಹಂ, ಸತ್ ಚಿತ್ ಆನಂದ ಸ್ವರೂಪಿ ನಾನು. ಶಾಂತೋಹಂ, ಶಾಂತ ಸ್ವರೂಪಿ ನಾನು. ಆನಂದ ಸ್ವರೂಪಿ ನಾನು. I am of the nature of peace and bliss. With that, stay in deep silence. ನಿರ್ವಿಕಲ್ಪ ಸಮಾಧಿ. ಈ ರೀತಿಯ ಆಲೋಚನೆಗಳಿಂದ ಶಾಂತನಾಗಿ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ನಿರ್ವಿಕಲ್ಪ ಸಮಾಧಿಯಲ್ಲಿ. I am the all-pervading reality. ಸರ್ವವ್ಯಾಪಿಯಾದ ಅರಿವು ನಾನು. Gently bring your awareness to the body and breath. Sharira ಮತ್ತು ಉಸಿರಿನ ಕಡೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಗಮನವನ್ನು ತನ್ನಿ. ಅಸತೋಮ ಸದ್ಗಮಯ ತಮಸೋಮ ಜ್ಯೋತಿರ್ಗಮಯ ಮೃತ್ಯೋರ್ಮ ಅಮೃತಂ ಗಮಯ. ಓಂ ಶಾಂತಿ ಶಾಂತಿ ಶಾಂತಿ. पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ओम शांति शांति शांति. लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु. लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु. लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु. हरिः ओम. श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. हरिः ओम. ನಾನೆಂಬುದು ನಾನಲ್ಲ, ಈ ದೇಹ ಮನಬುದ್ಧಿ ನಾನಲ್ಲ, ಸಚ್ಚಿದಾನಂದಾತ್ಮ ಶಿವನಾನು ನಾನೇ. ಶಿವೋಹಂ ಶಿವೋಹಂ ಶಿವೋಹಂ. I am not the body, I am not the mind, I am not the intellect, I am pure consciousness. Shiva Swarupi. Gently rub both of your hands. Give warmth to the eyes. Slowly open your eyes. Hope all of you had a good meditation. Any questions?
Any questions? Any experiences to share? Does it feel easy?
I felt it was still very active for me.
Sure.
Lot of both body and mind. In the body, different parts of body was seeking attention. Yeah, I had to stretch my legs in the middle and back. In the same way, like mind was still like just like the thoughts were coming and going. And I was trying to follow the instruction to see, okay, get back to the witness state.
No issues. It's like a settling down. So what has been opened up now has to be kind of wound back. So it will take some time. We'll persist. Yeah. Yes, Shubhaji.
When we were in the process, I could hear the sounds around, but I was still in my state of calmness. So I don't know if it is right that I'm still hearing everything.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay.
Because the world is full of activities.
Yeah.
And there is a sound associated with every activity.
Okay.
So the idea is to let the world go on and to watch the world. And that sensation of the sound is also in your mind only. So in a way, you're watching your mind.
Thank you.
Yeah. How about Padmaji, you want to share something?
Yeah, sir, it was, I mean, this is my first experience of the long meditation. Although I watched the last video, I did not meditate with that. So this was the first time, and it was very beautiful. It was very beautiful. I have never experienced such peace at any time, even though I have tried. And I think towards the end of the meditation, I could literally feel like how vast I am. And and when Prabhuji said that now become aware of your body, I was like, it was like I have to squeeze into something so small, and the energy is so dense. It's like it was overwhelming at one point. I didn't want to do it because it was making me feel so small suddenly, and I wanted to become that huge. I can't even say huge. Huge is a very small word, I think. So I don't know, sir, how else to express it. I mean, but it was so wonderful, and I felt like I am new. Like right now, I am like new. It's not who I was when the meditation started. So for me, it's wonderful. I can't express it in words, sir. Actually, you know of all my past experiences that I have shared. So this is an enormous step for me. You know, when I got into the meditation and with all my physical things, I thought I cannot sit through 40 minutes. It's too much. It's unimaginable for me. But after doing it, I was going to ask you, as soon as I opened my eyes, I said, is it okay to do it every day? So I am very grateful, sir. I'm very grateful. And I think during somewhere I was also grateful. I was actually expressing gratitude to the body, to the mind, which was certainly new for me, because I always thought that mind is the problem, because of which everything is happening in my life. So I was actually grateful to my mind for all those thoughts, for this body to have supported and still supporting. So I think that was a big thing for me, to have expressed my gratitude to my body and my mind.
Excellent, Padmaji. Very nice. Yes, you can certainly practice this every day if you wish. Usually in a group setting, the kind of energy system will be slightly different, but you can practice. There's nothing stopping you. And as you practice, you will see, you can see how it is. But the idea is to help you settle down and to recognize the self. So anytime, all these practices are therefore available in the YouTube for you to pick up at any point of time.
Also, I think, sir, when you try to meditate on your own, I think somewhere you are also thinking about the process. When it is a guided meditation, I think there is a surrender value, like, somebody else is taking care of that. So
Yeah.
I am just in my thing like that. So
Yeah.
I think that helped a lot.
Yeah, certainly. Yeah. Excellent, Padmaji. Thank you. How about Kamaji? Kamaji, sorry, your voice is not clear. No, Kamaji, cannot hear you.
Hello.
Seems to be better now. Can you please speak? No, it is not very clear. It is broken. Are you able to hear clearly? Okay. Yeah, if you do not mind, then please go ahead and at least type if you have to say something. Meanwhile, how about Priyaji?
Yes, Vijay. For me, it is amazing that how I am able to sit for 40 to 45 minutes without getting up or involved in a different world. As Padmaji told, like when we are doing we will be having the responsibility, and mind will not be telling thoughts will be coming to us. But when it is a guided through Guruji, so the mind will literally settle down to the extent, and I could feel the vibration when I was concentrating the breath and the neck and back region. So absolutely a wonderful experience for me, and feeling fresh also after doing the and, I feel to concentrate small sessions, small meditation. If I'm able to do it daily, it will be helpful. So if you have any YouTube session for that, please share in the group later words.
Yeah.
It will be guided version through Prabhuji, and it will be very helpful for us to concentrate and meditate very easily and make the mind on thoughts to settle down.
There are various guided meditations. So there is a breath observation meditation. There is third eye meditation. So I'll share some of them, so you can use whatever you feel easier for you and appropriate.
See, actually what happens is, what I was thinking, like meditation, sit for few minutes and mind becomes calm. Now I am understanding that is not the thing. So just sitting, the thing is, probably I make myself to sit, but the body may sit. But meditation is making the mind calm and making the thoughts to go away and feel what I am myself. So to realize what I am. Now only that I am understanding. So that is not a easy process. So it automatically and stepwise by practice only it comes. So with that, I thought like with the Guru Vandana, with the what we have, with that if we start, certainly it will be help.
Excellent. Thank you, Priyaji. Thank you.
Thank you, Vijay.
Prakashji, how about you?
Yeah, it was good, except after 30 minutes, it was becoming a bit uncomfortable with the body aches and cramping and bit of itching and that kind of thing.
Right.
But I'm able to go back to the previous state very quickly from that disturbance.
Excellent. Excellent. So the more we learn to take the mind back to the one of the statements, maybe Asangoham or Sachidananda or whatever, the calmness, then the disturbance may be there, but you are able to go back. So that's the whole idea.
And I agree with that. That guided meditation is better because I tried doing it on my own, but
Yeah.
the trouble is you get to be conscious about time.
Yeah.
when you try doing it on your own. But
Yeah.
if it is guided, you just give the responsibility to the video or the person who is conducting it. So therefore, you are less worried.
Yeah.
So therefore, you can focus more, I think.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So that state that you recognized, when you are feeling disturbed, whatever the help that you took to go back to that blank state is what needs to come into the state, when you're functioning in the world also. Even in the world, as you're speaking also, there may be some disturbance going on because of whatever the situation is, and the mind gets disturbed. So whatever the process through which you are able to shift back, who am I? So that's a fundamental question. Who am I? So like that, even during the state of functioning in the world, when I keep going back to the true I, then naturally the settlement will be there. Very nice. Any questions or anything else?
Vijayji, I have a question.
Yeah.
When we are meditating, like many disturbances, the surrounding disturbance absolutely be hearing. So the sound and all, it will be coming. Our thoughts will get disturbed. For example, now milkman came and usually I go and get the milk. So today, just the milk is like that. I'm making myself the thought, let it be there. After 1 hour, I can go and get. But most of the times we don't do it. Like it will be there, let it be there. So is such kind of thoughts will come by practice or only with the thing? Because usually if it is a surrendered meditation, if somebody is guiding, it's absolutely is happening. And I could find like the thoughts today, it's very less thoughts were coming and going, though many disturbance were there. But as I sit on myself to do it, the thoughts will be very disturbing. So I thought this is a meditation which I'm not, which is beyond my limit. I cannot do it. That was my previous opinion. So how to come out of little thoughts also, like that is the main question.
So it's a process. It's a gradual evolution. See, initially we take the help of guided meditation. As you practice this, it becomes, see, at the end of the day, though the voice is coming, who is truly guiding? You are able to take the help of that and guide yourself. So eventually, that becomes your samskara. Like how your samskara has become now, name is Priya, has become a samskara. Okay, so now there's a disturbance. Now, who am I? Who is the one who's getting disturbed? And then who am I? So like that, that process becomes deeply impregnated. And that is why there is it's a step-by-step process. We contemplate, we meditate, we again and again. See, even the Brahma Jnanavali, asangoham, 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 punah punaha. Shankaracharya ji is saying, I am unattached, 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 punah punaha, again and again, repetition. Because the samskaras can be developed only through a repetition, no?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, because right now what is disturbing us is not the self, but the impressions in the mind. And those are developed over a period of time.
Okay.
So for them to settle down, punah punaha, repetition. That's why there is a process. It has to be practiced.
Okay, Vijay. Thank you.
Then shall we end our today's session? We'll just end it with Lokaha Samastaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Lokaha Samastaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Lokaha Samastaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Lokaha Samastaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Hari Om Tat Sat. So for our next session, we'll be using the day 3 of the contemplation. So it talks about the Shat Sampat and the Mumukshatva. So we will, you can listen to that, and we will be, next session will be a contemplation session. Hari Om.
Thank you, sir. Hari Om.
Hari Om.
Hari Om.
Hari Om, sir. Thank you.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ.